guys, good day, good morning. So our what we are going to discuss today is about Visual Studio. This is the tool we use to code in C Sharp and other language. This is the main tool that Microsoft created, and I've been using this tool for a long time, more than 15 years, I guess. Okay, so let's try to search it in Google. Let's try Microsoft Visual Studio. So I will try to install this on my PC so we can discuss more about programming later. Okay, so this is the website Visual Studio Microsoft.com. Okay, as you can see, there are three kinds of downloadable Visual Studio on this website. Okay, best class tools for any developer. Okay, so first is the Visual Studio. Okay, the second is Visual Studio Code, and then Visual Studio for Mac. Okay, so if you are using Mac OS, you use that, but I'm using Windows, so I intend to download Visual Studio Code and then Visual Studio. Okay, as you can see here, so this is the light version of the Visual Studio. Okay, so this is the open source light version. Okay, like the other editor that are used in other language, and this is the enterprise version. Okay, so as you can see, the Visual Studio has a community, professional, and enterprise. Community is the free version. Okay, this is also open source. Professional, what I'm using currently on my company is the professional version. I used to use this enterprise version, but we are not really using most of the functionalities here. So I just told my boss to just downgrade it to professional, and that's enough for us. Yep. So this community is free. The professional enterprise are paid version, so you can buy it by subscription. Okay. Okay. So as a student, you can use Visual Studio Code, the light version, and community. So I will try to install both of this. So of course I will download first the Visual Studio Code. Oh, it's downloading now. Let's try to download the community edition as well. Of course, community edition is have a lot more features than the Visual Studio Code, but Visual Studio Code is gaining a lot of support from developers. So this is also a really good tool. You can actually only use this for learning, educational, but once you start publishing tools or site that you could earn money or for business, I think it's not allowed, and you should use professional or enterprise instead. Okay, so in here I think there's a lot of documentation, and there's also a lot of extensions you can use. Okay, there are a lot of videos here where you can learn how to use Visual Studio Code. Okay, there's a lot of also tips and tricks here. Okay, this tool is what you can do with this tool. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You can create a website, an app, a service, whatever, using a C# language. and other languages as well, C++ and F Sharp, but VB.NET. But I suggest you just learn C Sharp because that's much better object-oriented programming and have a lot of support. So it's like Java. Okay. Okay. So here it is. I can just create a new website here. So on the future video, we will discuss how we can use this to create web application or any tools. So yep. So currently I don't have anything in this PC, so I just installed this one so I can start coding on this PC. But right now there's nothing there, so the first step is to you know install this tool. Okay, that's good now for Visual Studio Code. Then let's go to Visual Community Edition. Okay, I'm now installing this. No, so this will look a lot different than the code light version of the Visual Studio. Okay, I guess this will take a lot more time. Okay, let's browse here. So there's a lot of tutorial here as well on how you can use this one. So you can also code Python in here. It's really good tool. However, aside from you don't really need a tool to learn coding. You actually there are a lot of websites where you can run codes uh, using their platform or website. Okay, here. So here you can select what kind of development you want. Example, you want ASP web development. So that's what I'm doing currently. You can select desktop development or C++ or mobile development. So I will click this as well. I would like to also develop some kind of, if you are an Office developer, you can also use this one. .NET Class Platform Development, of course, I like that. Okay, how about mobile this is Xamarin. So this is the how you can develop website using Xamarin in C Sharp language, using C Sharp language. Node.js, Azure. We are developing tools for Azure, so cloud is gaining a lot of momentum. So I guess it's good to learn about more about Azure development as well, and also Python development. But this will require a lot of gigabytes. See, this is 16.82 gigabytes. Okay, install while downloading. Okay, there you can also select what kind of framework you would like to target. So looks like what we have now is .NET 4.8. See, this one is not yet included. Link here to skill tools. You can add that if you like. Oh, and a lot more. Language fact English. Of course, I like English. So this will be installed on my C drive. It's okay. I have no space on my other drive except for C. So I will go on install. So this will take a lot of time. So let's wait for it and I will just, I guess, pause this video so we can wait until it finish. Okay, so it's almost complete. It's finishing up right now. So you can go to this website and browse these links to learn Casio Go or something. There's a lot of tutorials in this site as well. so you can learn how to use this developer tool. Okay, but as I said, you don't actually need this to learn programming language like C Sharp or web languages like HTML and JavaScript. You can use web, so you don't need to install anything. So maybe next time I'll show you that so you can learn how to use web apps to code. But of course, if you want to build really good web tool or website, it's better to use a tool like this, like Visual Studio. So there are a lot of other tools out there, but this is what I'm using for C# programming. Just like this is taking more time. Let's try to Google development tool. Okay. Yeah. So GitHub, GitLab. So these are more on storage. Okay, Stack Overflow. Okay, it's now installed. Now I have Visual Studio Community Edition in my machine. Sign in. So you need to sign in using your Microsoft account. Yeah, on Visual Studio you don't need to sign in, but here you need to. Okay. So if you're a corporation like mine, so you can use this one. But if you have a personal account, you can just use this one. Sign in with GitHub. So I don't have my sign in right now, so I will not try it. That's how you install this Visual Studio. Okay, you can actually see it without signing in. Let's see. It's better if you use an account that is also that you are also using in GitHub, so you can upload your code in there. So later maybe we can discuss more about GitHub. Your plan versus. All right, we have now Visual Studio code in here. Okay, this is how it looks like. You can start by creating a new project or solution or clone, whatever. That's why creating a new project. See here, you can select what kind of application you want to create. Would you like to install a VB application, console application? You can do that. If you like create a library, C Sharp, F Sharp, or VB, you can search. Example, I'm C Sharp developer, so I search for C Sharp. So ASP.NET Core empty, so you can create. So these are templates, okay? You can create. Oh, there's also ASP.NET Core with Angular, so that's interesting. Okay, you can also create Blazor application. So these are different kind of gRPC. Yep, this is for the microservices. You use this for microservices. Okay, example, you want to create a website. This one, MVC. Currently, I'm using MVC framework. So let's try that. So just put the name of your application, my web app. Okay, let's just do that. Configure for HTTPS. Usually you need to configure for HTTPS for safety. Okay, so sometimes you need to use Docker, and you can select your operating system. So just use the default. I forgot about the authentication. You can actually select the authentication type. So right now there's a lot of problem with hacking or spyware. That's why it's better if you know how to configure to HTTPS for security. Okay, this is how it looks now. So this is a lot different than the Visual Studio Code because here you have templates you can select, and there's a lot of more other features in this tool than the Visual Studio Code. But of course, I also like the Visual Studio Code because it is lightweight and depends on your style of coding. Some people like it because it can have a lot of complexities and like this one. But I'm more used to use this kind of tool, this Visual Studio Community. So this is how also how the professional edition looks like. It's just like the same. Okay, this is how it looks. So, okay, guys, that's all. You just need to explore this, and there's a lot of materials you can check to learn how to use this tool. It's best to learn this tool because this is the tool that will help you a lot in development. Okay, if you know how to use this, it will make it a lot easier for you to code. Okay, that's all, guys. Hope you learned something today. See you next time. Thank you.